Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Readings with Rev Jeanne. That's me. Well, we're waiting for a few people to come online here. Just a couple announcements. Obviously, Friday nights, we have our open circle here in St. Johnsville, and if you've never sat in one before, it's free. The very first time after that, we do ask for a $10 donation. Also, I wanted to give a shout out and say thank you to everyone that joined us this past Saturday in Gloversville. I know it was got off to a little bit of a rough start because the circle was so big, but once myself and the other mediums that I had there, we got up and we started walking the perimeter of the inside of the circle. We were able to connect and give some really good messages from our loved ones in spirit, and it was a really good time. So I'm hoping to have another one next month, or actually later this month. Hopefully in the next week or so I can put that on and let people know. But we had a good time, and I really appreciate the turnout and appreciated the meeting everyone. That was so cool for us. Okay. All right, when I'm reading, folks, just remember that I don't choose who I read for, Spirit chooses. So just keep putting up the messages, even if it's just hello or the name of someone you want to speak with. If they come through, I will definitely bring a message through to you. Okay? God bless. Matthew Cozzolino, how are you? Matthew. I don't know why I'm seeing this other than there's a man standing here and he's got a newspaper. It's like he's saying every time he's seen me, I was behind a newspaper. Now, I don't know if he worked it or if he just, liked reading or whatever, but he's coming through. And the message is quite simply, Matthew, not all news comes in the form of print. Sometimes you have to open your ears and listen for people. He's telling me that there's a lot going on around you that you possibly haven't been paying attention to. Do you know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to? That would be nice. I feel like a grandfather with him. But he's saying, literally, you need to stop and start listening for people around you. That is just so very, very important. He's saying things will calm down once you do that. That feeling of being lost or out of the loop. He said, just listen to everyone around you and it will help. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you and I hope you can relate to it. So God bless. All right. Hi, Don Anthony. Oh, that's Gail. Hi, Gail. Okay. All right. All right. To only give it the way it comes through from spirit, and I purposely do not remember one reading to the next. It would drive me crazy if I did. So please just bear with me, okay? If anything comes through, I will bring it through for you tonight. Samantha Van Alsten. Hi, Samantha. Samantha, there's a woman that comes through and it's like she's grabbing the cheeks and she's saying, oh, my Sammy. Oh, my Sammy. Would you know who this is? I feel a biological connection with her. She's not referring to you as Samantha. She's calling you Sammy, and it's like she's just patting your cheeks. This is something she used to do to you as a little girl. It used to irritate you and you didn't like it. But that was her way of showing love and giving you the attention that she so dearly wanted to give. She's saying you didn't let her get real close when you were little, but she wants you to know that doesn't matter. She still loves you. I feel like an aunt or a great aunt with her. It's that type of a connection. It's not a mother or grandmother. It's like an aunt. And all I'm hearing is, oh, Sammy, I've missed you. I've missed you so much. All right. Samantha, she's talking about some financial difficulties concerning a trip that you want to make. I don't know that plans have been made for the trip or just the desire is there right now, but she wants to say, don't give up on it. Don't give up on that dream and that desire to want to go. She says, because if you work it right, the right answers are going to be there. Everything, you're supposed to be enjoying life, not just. But I truly believe that we aren't put here to survive. We're put here to succeed in life. And I guess, Samantha, that's what she's saying to you. Hasn't been counted out yet, that trip. So hold on to it and keep working with it, with ideas and how that can come about for you. It will help. Okay? God bless. All right. Folks, please share the video as much as possible. By sharing the video, by sharing this video, your name will be put into a drawing for a free reading at the end of the month. The last Wednesday of the month, I will pull, or Michelle and I will pull a name out of a bowl. Every time that you share, whether it's once or 10 times, each time you share, your name goes in separately for each time you share the video. So please share as much as possible. That gets our name out, gets people interested. Also, wow, we are so close to having the numbers that we need. We're like 99 away. So please, if you know of anyone, get them to subscribe. If you haven't already, please do so to this channel. That will help us a great deal. All right. Ellen, I'm actually seeing a large group of people in spirit. Have you lost a lot of people recently? Because it's a large group of people. I mean, there's elderly, there's, young children. And I want to say they come from a very large family. And I feel, Ellen, that they are connected to you. But they're just there. It doesn't matter what happened here in this physical world. There's always that connection when a person crosses over. Anyway, they're just bringing through this greeting as a group. I don't hear a message per se to bring to you. I'm sorry, but just know that they are all together. And especially, the children. They're saying, they love the children and they're giving them the home that they need, until everybody else comes over. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And I hope you understand where it's coming from. Thank you. Okay, Leanne Lewandowski. I don't know 1111. They are angel numbers, and it's a sign of, I believe, it's new beginnings and progress. The other numbers I'm not sure of, but that would help with the message work, and that's for everyone else. If your name isn't in your screen name here, put your first name. So I don't care about just your first name next to it. Okay. Is it Marwa? I don't know how to pronounce the last name, and I don't want to ruin your name. So you can ask a question. I can't guarantee an answer, but I can try. All right? Nan M., how are you? Nam, as I touch with your vibration, I feel, tears, so many tears. And it's a feeling of being lost. Is this you lately? If you could answer, I'd appreciate it, because I need to know if this is you or someone around you. But I'm seeing a lot of tears, and I'm feeling, it's a feeling of being lost, like I'm, wow. I just want to say, look around you. Please look around you. There is so much worth your time and your energy. I know depression hits everybody, especially in the winter months. And I'm not a medical doctor here by any stretch, okay? But I just know, and I need to say, just hang in there just a little while longer. The sun is there. It's coming out. You're going to feel so much better. Just know that the answers that you're looking for are coming very, very soon. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and I hope you can relate to it. In the meantime, there's a young girl here. I want to say teens, but she's just smiling and she's blowing kisses towards you, Nan. She wants you to know that you're remembered with a great deal of love. Okay? I'll leave that with you. Okay. Terry Lavender. Hi, Terry. Um, Terry, there's a woman here, and I want to say that she's here, but she's looking upwards towards the sky, and I'm seeing it as a night sky. It's like the beauty and the majesty of the stars and just the universal energies and all that's above. I can just feel it pulling or tearing at my heart. And I just want to say, you don't need to wonder. All you have to do is open yourself up to the energy, and you're going to find a love there that you've never felt before. It's a very positive thing. This woman that's bringing it through, I feel like a mother vibration with her, and I feel like someone, she would have given you the world if she could have, if it were within her means. It's just that much of a tremendous love. Okay. And again, she's not trying to be cryptic, but what she's saying, it's all right there. The universe is right there. Just open yourself to it. And I believe this is in regards to a relationship, as well as within family situations as well. Okay. You'll never, she's saying, once you open to it, you'll never. You're asking a psychic question, and so I will answer it psychically. I don't normally, on this show, I usually work only with spirit, but something's telling me to answer it. He only knows you in as much as you've allowed him to know you. And as far as his feelings, he's being very guarded because I keep hearing he wants to know the real you. You've only shown him bits and pieces. And I have to say, Mara, you have to be 100%. If you're looking for a permanency of any type, you need to be 110%, not just what's convenient or what's nice, and I don't mean to be rude in any way. I mean, we all have many different aspects of our personality, whether it's from this bright, shining person that, everybody loves to this deep, dark person that wallows in with despair at times, when things aren't going just right. He needs to see all of you in order for him to really show his feelings. I hope that helps, and I hope that answers. Okay? God bless. And I'm sorry if it's not what you wanted to hear, but I said I got to give it the way it comes in. Okay, folks, all of you, anyone that is coming online, if you have a name up other than your screen name, please put your first name next to it. Otherwise, I will not even attempt to come through with a message. Okay, it's not to be rude. It's the way I work. And I need at least your first name. I don't need the whole thing. Okay? All right. Okay, Tori Brockett. I'm seeing a man and a woman here. I want to say the older man is a grandfather, but the woman that's with him would be a great grandmother to you. I want to say it's his mother. He talked about her all the time when you were little. I don't believe you ever met her, but he had a really close, a very good, positive relationship with this woman when he was alive. Just know, Tori, that he's here, and I want to say he's watching. He can't tell you that he understands everything because you live a different lifestyle than he had. But he's saying, just know that sometimes the love that I do feel for you can override anything else. He's saying he wasn't always the best of people to you when he was here, but he did love you. He regrets that now. But just know that he loves you and he's here. Okay? God bless. I hope that helps. Is it Alan or Alan Barla? If I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, I do apologize. I don't mean to do that, but sometimes it's difficult. All right, it's for Dive Bomber. I'm seeing Alan Farla. I don't know that this is a guide to you, Ellen, but I do feel a sisterly type of vibration with her. If she wasn't your biological sister, she was someone that you looked at like a sister. You were very close for a long time. And it feels like there's been a great separation around the two of you. And that separation is from her physical death. Okay, it's like I don't know if you've not dealt with it or you're just having a really hard time with it. But she wants you to know that she's okay. And she's saying she's sorry she couldn't stay to have the life with you that the two of you had talked about. It bothers her a great deal. But she's saying there will be someone new coming in and they're going to be able to fill my shoes and it's going to be okay. I'm okay with that. You have to know I'm okay with that. Stay open to relationships, stay open to possibilities. You need to open doors instead of closing them. Very, very concerned with that. Okay. So please remember that we talked about it. I hope it helps in some way. A lot of times, if it doesn't make sense to you right away, it will in a while. Just, in a couple hours, you're going to be able to say, oh, wait a minute, that's what she was talking about. Okay. Again, I hope it helps. God bless. Excuse me for just one moment. Okay, if anyone is interested, we still have openings, and it is the absolute last week that we have openings for our Friday night classes for psychic development and mediumship. They are at 6 p.m. They're held here in St. Johnsville. If you're interested, please private message either myself or Michelle. We'll get back to you with the information, and hopefully we'll see you there. It's a great program as far as, everyone that I've taught, they come back for more. They love the program. They love the energy. And it's a great empowerment for your life. So just keep it in mind and think about the possibilities anyway. Okay? Eros 734, is that Andrea?
Yes.
Who is Andy to you, please?
I think they call her Andy.
There's a man that comes in, Andrea, and I'm hearing Andy.
My dad.
Okay.
Her dad.
All right. All I'm hearing is, come on, get up, let's go, let's move. Have you been having a little bit of spring fever going on, Andrea? It's like that kind of blah feeling that, oh, I can't wait for warmer weather to come. And then we get the weather like we've had the last couple of days where it's been in the 50s and teasing, but, still wet. Anyway, this man, and it's rare that I hear names, folks. You all know this, or at least the ones that are on the show regularly. I'm hearing Andy, and I'm hearing, come on, get up, move. We've got to kick it. We've got to get things moving. Something about, are you planting a garden or do you garden? Because he's talking about he wants to get his hands in the dirt. Okay, he likes to work with plants or with, work with the earth. He's saying it'd be the best thing for you right now. It would help you get out of this slump.
She loves gardening.
Okay. I want you to know that he's saying he loves you no matter what happened in the past. Let it stay there and just know that I love you. I won't take it any more than that because I believe it's something very personal and private to you. But I hope you understand where it's coming from and who it's coming from, because it's just done with a whole lot of love. Okay? God bless. All right. Kayla St. Louis, how are you? All right, Kayla, would you know? There's a young boy standing here. Would you know him? I feel like he's a child of yours. I don't know if it's one that you're aware of or not. And the reason I say that, folks, is sometimes when a child comes in, a woman can have a miscarriage in the very early stages of a pregnancy and not even realize it. But oftentimes, our children continue to grow in spirit, regardless of when they were born or the circumstances of their birth. They're birthed into spirit. But Kayla, he keeps saying, Mama, okay, your son, you do know him. Thank you. All right, because I'm hearing Mama. All right, he was 6 weeks old then. But anyway, the communication is there. Have you been drawn to a lot of greens, colors? Because as I look at him, normally when I see boys, I'm the normal blue for boys, pink for girls, blah, blah, blah. But with this little guy, I'm seeing greens, all different shades of green all around him.
Yes.
Okay. He's influencing your energy with these colors. He's trying to help you to heal. And it's not just a physical healing, it's an emotional and a spiritual healing. Even infants, I mean, their energy is so wise and so good. But just know that the colors around you, he's trying to influence.
She hates color green, but she's been drawn to it.
Okay. You sound like me. I don't like color green either. But to me, when I see it like that, and in this context, it's a very healing color. It's bringing in of healing energy. And that's what he's trying to bring in for you, is all different shades of green, all different forms of healing, because he loves you. And it's like he thanks you for the time that he was here. It may sound a little strange, but that's the way it's coming through. So just know that when you feel drawn to that color, it doesn't mean that you have to paint your house that color or buy clothing that color. Just know that it's him just bringing in a little influence, maybe around a rough moment in your life. We go through those moments during the day where 1 minute we're down and the next minute we're like, okay, everything's cool. But when you're seeing that influence of the color, it's because he's trying to bring in healing, and just with healing comes tremendous love. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand it. Okay. Debbie Ramsey. Debbie, to be totally honest, I don't know why I'm calling your name. I'm not seeing spirit, but I'm hearing them. It's like I'm hearing them behind me. It's like someone coming up and whispering in my ear, and I heard your name. Okay, I'm just hearing the time is coming soon, but I'm hearing a very soft, very melodic voice with this. And it's not as a threat on any form or any nature. I want you to understand that. What I'm hearing from him, Debbie, is the time is coming very soon where you're going to have the understanding that you need. All right, that understanding could be hurtful, hurtful to your heart. But he's saying just all hurts, even they can be healed, and they're healed with knowledge and understanding. I'm not sure what he's referring to. He tells me that you understand, and ultimately that's all that matters. But he's saying when it does come in, you'll know it. Be aware of it, and be open to it, and you're going to have an understanding, a greater understanding than what you thought was possible, to where you're going to be able to work and to strive towards better things. Okay? I hope that makes sense. God bless. All right. Wow, these glasses shit. Can't see those. No, it's all right. I just go with what spirit gives me. Thank you. All right. Sherry Wilson. Hi, Sherry. Okay, this this is a little strange. Sherry, I need to ask, has there been a lot of conflicts around you lately? Because there's a man that comes in and a woman, and they're handing boxing gloves to you. All right, wow. I want to laugh because just oftentimes it reminds me of things that happened in my life. And I remember when my brothers were young and fighting, my parents went out and bought boxing gloves for them.
Yes, she says yes.
Okay. Anyway, they wound up laughing more than actually. They started out angry, but by the time they were done with their boxing match, they were rolling on the floor laughing. And I feel that coming for you. I feel whatever conflicts have been there, it's like they're not saying don't walk away from it. Stand your ground. You're going to find that part of it you're right in, but there's going to also be a part of it that you're wrong. And you need to be able to stand there and say, okay, for that part of it, I'm sorry, but I was right on this end. That's the hardest thing to do for any of us, and I know it is. But they're laughing as they're handing the boxing gloves because they're saying, you know exactly what we're talking about. But just be careful that you don't hurt each other. It's more important that you not hurt each other.
They're not speaking to some family right now.
Okay, well, those lines of communication, they need to stay open because I'm telling you, folks, things can be wonderful in your life today, and tomorrow it can all be taken away. And I'm not saying, Sherry, that that's what's going to happen, but I know from personal experience that, you can have the world by the tail and think everything's going great, and then something comes in and happens, and it's like your world is shattered for a while, and you have to rebuild. I don't want to see that happen to you or the other people that you're not speaking to, okay? I want to say, forgive me for saying it, but Sherry, I want to say be the bigger person here. And at least make the attempt. You're not going to like everything that you hear. None of us do. But it's necessary that you hear it, okay? And it's necessary that they hear your side as well. It's coming to that understanding that there's right and wrong on both sides of whatever this situation is. I hope it helps. They have faith that it'll help. This man and this woman. I feel like parents, I want to say your parents or grandparents, but I'm more inclined to say your parents. We've been in that position a few times, but they don't want to see any more hurt. People say more mean and hurtful things in anger than they do at any other time in their life. But what and is that when things are said in anger, those are the ones you can't take back. So Okay, folks, I just got a warning on my computer. It says connection is unstable. So if it goes in and out, just stay with me. I'll stay on as long as I can, okay? I don't know what's going on. We're getting some pretty heavy rains here right now and the high winds. Okay.
Got it plugged in, right?
Yeah, everything's plugged in on this end. It's just it keeps coming across an unstable connection. It could be with all the winds that are out there. All right. Wow. Physical child, but Spirit is telling me that there is something new and wonderful that's been presented to you recently. And you just haven't acknowledged it or you haven't realized it for what it truly is. I don't know that it's a person, but more of a situation or a group of situations. It's like I just want to breathe a sigh of relief and say, finally, finally it's done. Finally, we're going to be okay. Anyway, Gretchen, just know that things are going as they are supposed to be going. You can't force it any faster than what it's going. There's a young woman here and she says, oh my gosh, she always wanted everything done yesterday. She's talking about you. So, but she's telling her, all she's saying is tell her, hang in there. We'll be okay. We'll get through it together. She says, even if she can't see me, this woman is helping you a great deal. Okay? I'll leave that with you. God bless. All right, folks, I know the computer keeps freezing. It's a problem with Spectrum, I believe, because, everything's good on our end here. But I can hear, the winds and stuff whipping outside. All right, just a reminder, please, to share the video as much as possible and sharing it close to the numbers that we need.
I think it's 90, 93, I believe.
Yeah, but it's not that far away. So if you could help with subscribing, and if you have already, thank you so much. But please, get your friends to subscribe. All right, thank you. All right, Savannah Tompkins, how are you? Savannah, are you traveling or planning to travel? I don't see it as by plane or boat or anything. I'm seeing it like in a vehicle. Okay, are you planning on any type of a trip here? Because I'm seeing it's like I keep hearing all aboard but you're getting into a car and there's laughter, there's good feelings. I want to say don't be in such a hurry that you forget half of what you're supposed to bring with you.
Not that she knows of.
Okay. There is a trip coming very soon then. And I want to say be open to some possibilities. I know it's south of here. Where south? I don't know. I'm just seeing a direction, an arrow pointing south. And I'm hearing laughter, and it's just going to be the time of your life, something that you've needed, something that you and your family have needed without even realizing that you needed it. Okay, just so that you're aware of it, that you get ready for it. Getting in the car and going for the day, it's going to mean some planning and so forth. So that's why I'm referring to it as a trip. But in the meantime, just have fun with it. Go and have a good time. You need it. You haven't done that in so long. Everybody needs that getaway once in a while. And I really feel, Spirit is telling me that that's what you need right now more than anything else, is to be able to get away and to enjoy life a little bit without all the burden. All right. Wow.
I can touch this one.
No, we'll go the other way. Janine, Janine Lott, how are you today? Okay, Janine, I'm hearing some singing going on here, but they're like songs from childhood. There is a woman that comes through, or she would be a woman now if had she lived, from your childhood. She's thinking that you might not even remember her. But she remembers you. Something about a pond, something about a drowning. She's saying, oh my, everyone was so sad. She says, sometimes that's all we need, is just someone to remember us and to speak our names, to know that we were important. She's saying that you were important to her. I hope you understand what we're talking about. Think about it, Janine. It's going to make sense to you. Because she's saying she's with you. I don't know. Do you travel a lot? Because she's with you a lot when you're traveling. She says that she doesn't remember how to get around, but so she hops in with you. I hope that makes sense. It's a little strange, I know. But you'll remember her. All right? God bless. Hey, Tommy Jake, I love you too. So's Michelle. That's my family down in North Carolina.
She does
Okay.
travel.
Okay.
She's not sure what it is, but she does travel.
All right. Well, Janine, we'll remember it. I'm seeing some type of a picnic or something outdoors, summertime, late summer. This girl was your friend. I don't know if it was definitely an accident. It wasn't something planned, or her life wasn't taken from her, but something to do with the water resulted in her death. A lot of times we will block things like that from our childhood memories, but if you talk to family, they'll be able to tell you who she is, and they'll be able to remind you of the importance of her in your life when you were a child. Okay? Just kind of bear with us on it and just get back to me and let me know. I'd really like to know. Okay. Renella or Renelle, I'm sorry, I don't. If I'm not pronouncing your name right, I do apologize. All right, there's, pardon?
She said hi.
Okay, all right. Renelle, you having problems with your feet or your legs? I'm asking because as we're talking, there's a man that comes in and he's wrapping your legs.
Rana Lee. Her name is Rana Lee.
Rana Lee, okay. All right, thank you. Anyway, wrapping your legs like you've been having difficulties with them. Please get them taken care of. Because as he's wrapping them, he's looking at me and he's saying, she doesn't need to deal with this kind of pain and discomfort. It can be taken care of. She just hasn't found the right doctor yet. That's as he's telling me, okay? That maybe you need to find a new doctor. I don't know, but he's telling me that you haven't found the right doctor that's going to give you the relief that you need from the discomfort or the pain that you're feeling. So please remember that, okay? And if it means to be taken care of medically, and that's what he's trying to do, he's trying to bring relief now, as you're sitting or lying there watching the show, he's trying to bring relief now, but okay? God bless. Hey, how are you tonight? Mary, I honestly don't know if this is your dad, but there is a man that comes in, a big man, tall, very broad shoulders, He's got a little bit of a punch, but it's not like he was ever really overweight. He liked to drink a little bit of beer. That's what I used to call it. Would be a beer belly. But he's laughing as he's patting his belly and he's saying, "Yeah, it's me." Okay. Have to do is stop letting other people influencing you. You're saying you always did before in your life, Mary. You always knew what was coming and you always knew how to handle it. But for some reason, he's saying you're not doing it this time, and that worries him. Okay, it's very, very important that you know you're doing the right thing. He loves you tremendously. Something about I don't like the color of that room. I don't know, have you been painting or something in your house? But hate the color of that room. I'll leave that for you. God bless. Hopefully you understand it. Lisa Ald. And again, Lisa, I have no idea why I called your name. Usually I let spirit come through. Love you too, Samantha. Lisa, would you understand? All right, now this is going to sound totally.
It's cutting out. She can't hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, Lisa, they're just coming in and they want to say hi, and for 40 years. But they're saying you got to talk to her. She talks about us all the time. And he's going on like you would know what he's talking about. I hope you understand it. Okay, all right. I apologize profusely, folks. It's not my fault. This is more with Spectrum, and we are having some storms in the area right now. So if it keeps cutting out, again, I apologize. There's nothing I can do. Just rewatch the program. It will record the whole program, and you can rewatch it in a little while, and maybe it won't have the interference then. Okay? We've only got like 2 minutes left, folks. I just want to remind everyone, Friday nights at 7:30, we do have Open Spirit Communication Circle. And that's $10 a person. If you've never sat in the circle before, it's free. Also, taking a time to thank everyone for joining us that did join us this past Saturday in Gloversville. It was a wonderful evening. It was very productive. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start because of the size of the store right there, and I believe everyone was happy with them. But thank you for joining us. We do plan on having another one, hopefully the end of this month, because it was such a positive turnout. All right, folks, I believe it's about time to cut out. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. As always, Michelle and I, please, if you can, get some people to subscribe to the show. Just help us out with that. We are so close.
Under 100.
Once we get things going, it's going to benefit a lot of people. And that's what we are trying so hard for. But God bless. Have a wonderful week ahead. And hopefully we'll see you again. Good night.
Good night.